All right, here we go. Are you looking for topics for your podcast, for your video, or for your YouTube channel? Then you have come to the right place. This is Rex, and I'm here with Tube Data Workshop, and I'm going to show you how to get not just a few topics, but how to get hundreds of topics for your channel. So stick around, and we'll get into it right away. So here we go. All right, now let me go over here and start out with my screen. So I went ahead and looking for some topics the other day, and I got Microsoft Edge open over here. So I went searching around and I actually found something. So I was looking around and I went and I found a website here on, let me see, on Wikipedia. And I thought that was pretty good. I got a whole list of hobbies and interests. So I came over here. Let me blow it up so I can show it to you and make it a little bit bigger for you. So, and I found here on Wikipedia, and it lists it out really nice, a listing of general hobbies. As you can see over here, it's just a long list. Hobbies, outdoors and sports, and then educational hobbies, collection hobbies, all grouped by indoors, outdoors, competitive hobbies, outdoors, and here, there it is. So all the hobbies and activities and sports that you can find, which is all really nice and well, and it's all great to see it all listed out like this on a big uh, web page. However, it's like it's not very useful seeing everything listed out like this in Wikipedia, because what if you're only interested in sports? What if you're only interested in arts? What if you're only interested in like something like crafts or painting, or you're only interested in competitive sports? Then how do you narrow this whole list down? So what I did was I started entering everything in a database. So let me go over here. I'm still learning how to navigate StreamYard, so bear with me over here. I'm a little bit slow at it. Let me see if we could do this guy. There we go. Okay, so I went ahead and I created a little database, and I went ahead and I entered all the hobbies and activities and sports from that Wikipedia page, and I found some more. Let me scroll all the way to the top. And I entered everything in what's called a table. I entered some more and I put everything by what you can see over here. I put everything by category, and I listed everything by indoor or outdoor, and I put everything in a group according to how the website has it. So you see here, everything is listed in the general category, but in the hobby group. And then if we scroll all the way down, if we keep on scrolling down, you'll see I got stuff here. Here we go. Now we have some things in sports listed by outdoors in the sports group. So now we come up to some fun stuff like archery, astronomy, that's listed as a sport, I guess, backpacking, badminton, baseball, basketball. So, these are listed as like sports, but more recreational, right? Board sports, bodybuilding, I guess here butterfly watching, uh, camping is listed as an outdoor sport. So, okay, so we're starting to group things. We're starting to categorize things now. So we're starting to organize the data a little bit better. Here we have dog training, dog walking, driving, we got fishing. So things are starting to make a little bit of sense now. So if we keep on going down here in the sports group, you're going to see how this is all starting to make sense. Now we come down to educational. We got like here astronomy, biology. Here we go, chemistry. These sound like subjects you take in school. English, geography, history, mathematics. Hey, this is all starting to make sense now, right? So now we're going to come all the way down over here. Book collecting. Oh, this is collection. These are things you can do for collecting. Collection, indoors. These are all hobbies, right? Now we're going to come down. Here we go. Competitive. So now we're going into competitive sports, and they're listed by here competitive, and they're listed by indoors and outdoors. So here we got badminton, here we got billiards, bowling. So these are competitive sports, but you see, these are all neatly grouped and organized in categories. So you got, for example, here fencing, gymnastics, ice hockey. There you go. We got the Winter Olympics going on. They just started right now, right? We got martial arts, poker. I guess is also a sport. You know what I'm saying? Slot car racing, table football, table tennis, volleyball. There you go. So these are competitive indoor, and we got competitive outdoor, archery, baseball, beach volleyball. So now you can see how in a database, it's not just a listing anymore. It's all organized, it's all grouped, it's all categorized. You know what I'm saying? So there is an organization, there is a structure to everything. And that's very, very important. So let's say you only want to see everything in the sports group. So then you can come over here to create, and you can say query design. And I just want to see everything from the hobbies and interest table, right? And let me make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to say, let's list the activity. And then I just want to see everything in this here, everything in the sports category. This is now you're going to see the beauty of a database. And I want to have it sorted. We're going to sort ascending, just like that. So then we're going to go ahead and click on save. We're going to say sports only. It's only going to give us the sports. And then I'm going to click on run. And there we go. I got 154 sports, and they're all alphabetical. Look at that. Look how nice it is. So let's say if you're doing a sports channel on YouTube, and you like to cover athletes in different sports, and you're always covering baseball, and you're like, well, I'd like to cover people who play other sports. What other sports that I can get into? Well, here you go. Now you have a complete list of sports. I mean, 154 of them. And so you could say, well, that's everything, right? Well, how many sports and hobbies and interests do we have? Well, I'm going to come all the way down here. Wow, I had 822 hobbies, jobs, and interests and sports. This is like a list of hobbies, jobs, and interests. 822 hobbies and interests that I have listed in this database. And if I find more, it's very easy to find more. And if I just want to get only the hobbies or only the sports, and if I want to list them by whatever is indoor or by outdoors or by competitive, then I can go ahead and do that. And that is the beauty of creating a database. So if you see a web page which has all lists and it has nothing but a big list of items and items and items, what you could do is you can open up or create a spreadsheet, type them all in, and then import everything in the database. And then you can make really, really nice queries. And then you can save everything and you can query it in different with different groupings. And then by then, let's say if you have your listing of all your different sports, then you could say, well, I'm only interested in the aquatic sports or the outdoor sports, or I'm only interested in the competitive sports or the competitive indoor sports. And then you can query on these listings, and then the database will return to you only those sports that you want. Or you want to, if you just want the hobbies, let's say you're a photographer and you want to photograph people who are participating in these hobbies, like people who are doing puzzles or quilting, or they're making something, or they're doing scrapbooking, or and you need a list of what are all the different activities that I want to film people while they're doing them. Then you can go back to this list and you can query this list in your database, and you can print this list out. You can export it to Excel. You can export this list to a text file. It doesn't matter. You can export the whole list to a web page, and then you can insert your video topics. You can put dates on them, and you can make you can add these to a calendar, and then from there you start making videos off of this exhaustive list of topics right there. And again, if I take the whole list, I got over 800 topics which you can just start from right there. So you never have to worry about, gee, I have no idea what I'm going to make my videos on. I got 800 topics right here in the database. So you never have to worry about running out of ideas. So I hope you got some value out of this short video. I know the one I did yesterday was a little bit longer. Um, Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want a copy of this list, or if you want this as a PDF or as an Excel file, then please send me an email. Let me know, or send me a comment in the comments below. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm probably going to be online again around 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you again in the next broadcast.